give me back to love.
Listen, right here. Are you ready right here? Come on.
When you give me back to love.
1, 2, 3, come on.
Say I'm getting jealous.
So,
I wanna see you with anybody. I'm getting jealous. I'm getting jealous. Don't wanna see you with anybody. I'm getting jealous.
let's go. Let's go.
Getting addicted, I'm getting addicted, okay. Getting addicted, getting addicted to you. Getting addicted, getting addicted, okay. Getting addicted, getting addicted to you. Hey, what have you done to me? You got me chasing after you. What have you done to me? You got me chasing after you. What have you done to me? You got me chasing after you. What have you done to me? You got me chasing after you. Oh baby, I'm getting jealous. Don't wanna see you with anybody. I'm getting jealous. I'm getting jealous. Can we really do this? Are you ready? Hands up, hands up, hands up. Shake and let go. Tell me something where I don't be do. Yeah, go. I love you. Everybody say, more than me. I hope it's on the gossip.
Arena, space. What's good today? Why you guys are excited? If you're happy to be here today, make some noise right now. That energy is not for me. If you're not excited to be here today, make some noise.
Big energy.
So if I say Morayo, you say joy is coming. Morayo,
Joy is coming.
Morayo,
Joy is coming.
Morayo.
Joy is coming.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Ladies and gentlemen, I got Morayo out in the back right now. If you love Morayo, make some noise.
Let's go.
I give to you the amazing, the beautiful Morayo. Make some noise. What's that? Come on.
Morayo.
What you say right now?
I found your
Make some noise.
Morayo.
Are you ready right there? So,
I found your
Welcome to the show. Guys, Joy is here. Please have a seat. We love it when you guys look nice and bright. Thank you so much for being here. Such a wonderful day. Do we have any first-timers here with us today? Today, you are coming to the show for the first time. Please kindly rise. We want to celebrate you.
Welcome to Morayo Show. We are happy people. We make you happy.
Fantastic. Welcome. Thank you so much. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get the mic. You can have your seats. But you came on a very special day. So maybe I should actually invite you guys on here because today we're going to be officially christening our audience. We have come up with a special name for you guys because we want to build a community. So let me... see Ronke. Hi. Good to see you. Missed you on the show. So, my first timers, let me invite you over here. Since you're just about 4 today, come and start with me. Let us do you the honors because we're going to be unveiling the name of our new audience, our audience. So thank you very much for coming. It's a pleasure to see you. Thank you very much for coming. So I'm going to go on the count of 3, and we have the new name up. Are we ready? Can I get a thumbs up? That we're good? On the count of 1, 2, 3. Okay. I was supposed to see the logo. Okay, the new name is called the Joy Tribe. All right. So I thought we're supposed to see the logo on, but okay, but it's okay. It's all right. But thank you, ladies, for coming. So that's our name, the Joy Tribe. Please have a seat. Thank you very much. So we're going to be having lots of activities around the Joy Tribe. We're going to be having, especially when we go off-season. Off-season is when after the first season, we take a break. During that time, we'll have activities. We'll have maybe like picnics, something hangouts with you. We'll build the tribe together, and we'll become one and support each other. So thank you very much for always being there, and thank you. So we are live on Facebook today for the first time. Please welcome our Facebook and our online audience. They always complain I don't greet them. Online audience, hello, how are you guys doing? Please, I would have loved to see them. Thank you very much for joining us, for being faithful and always being here every 11 o'clock. And also thanks to Sweet Sensation for always giving us breakfast, and Neural Designs for styling me today. Thank you so much. Pleasure having you. So today's show is very special. And it's special because it's my anniversary. So we've done, and that's why, I have a special guest today to have, to discuss. In the last couple of weeks, we have been talking to many people, many couples, but for my anniversary, we have a special show for you. So I'm really excited about it. But first, let's say hello to Dabsman, our hype man. Dabs, I need more content from you. I need some dancing. You don't sing. You use the mic to disguise.
I was going to teach you how to dance because some people in the comment section said you have a particular
come and teach me. Come and teach me. I have 1 minute.
Another day.
So he doesn't know how to dance. He's just pretending. We'll see. But I've been told that I don't know how to dance. I will learn. I tried to do this one today, but I said, Marital, don't go and embarrass me. I will learn. Don't worry. Okay, so how you doing, Damalando Joy Band? Our guest today is stepping into a space many of us rarely see, not from the courtroom, not from the choir stands, but from the heart of his home. He's a legal professional, shaped by discipline and excellence, a man of faith who serves through worship. Beyond the titles and credentials, he's also a quarters boy. He likes to wear that as a badge of honor. A quarters boy from the Femi Awolowo University. He's a lawyer, worshiper, creative spirit, a man who once melted hearts nationwide with his love song. Today, he is the husband to the host of the #1 daily live audience show in Africa. You might know him as Brown Kabiti online. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Femi Afolabi-Brown.
Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́, oníbu ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá kan. Money appreciation. Yepa, mo dúpẹ́. Oníbu ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá kan pẹ́. Torí wípé a ní ẹni bá ràrò jinlẹ̀ ló lè mọ ẹ̀dá èyí ó gbé ọ̀gá. Óyá, máa fi dún yín ọba o, máa fi dún yín ọba o. Máa fi dún yín ọba. Wọ́n ní máa bàjẹ́ wọ́n yín lẹ́nu máa rè ọba mímọ́. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ pa Mùsùlùmí bàbá. Aya ìyókò. Olúwa ó yá Femi Brown dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀. Olúwa èmi Yepa. Oh yeah, you do it now. Femi, oh yeah, so President General, President. I want to give you President. Brown, you are lọ́mọ tó ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Oh yeah, okay.
Thank you for coming. I'll let you. All right. While you're catching your breath, so during COVID, we had launched a show called Brown's Couch. And I think it was like 2021 or so. And we did it for like a full season and then we paused it. So this show really is a teaser into it because going forward, that's why I had to launch the Joy Tribe because those are some of the privileges you have. We're going to start off Brown's Couch, especially during our off season, and there'll be lots of conversations with Mr. Brown. So just the first of many conversations with Mr. Brown. So let me start with you. You're married to the host of the #1 daily live audience show in Africa. And how does that make you feel?
Well, I think maybe you should call yourself what it is. You know, the time Morayo wanted to name the book, Becoming the Queen of Talk TV, she was skeptical. She was afraid that on what basis would she use that name? And I told her that when Michael Jackson called himself the king of pop, he chose to call himself that. And the rest of the world agreed with him. And till today, that's what we call him, right? So call yourself what you are. Say it again. Call yourself.
Queen of Talk.
Good.
Queen of Talk. Thank you.
So back to your question. The truth is, Morayo is a wonderful person. Lovely character, very humble, very submissive, very pleasant, very kind. And now, if a human being has all that quality, no matter how big she may be, you want her to be bigger. Because her increase in size does not reduce us, does not diminish us in any way. We become more respected. We become even bigger herself. The grace has rubbed off on me positively. Now, I came in here just now and you were screaming as if you saw the band. I'm not a singer. I'm not an actor. But yet you celebrate me as if I were one. Why did that happen? Because I'm a husband. Simple.
All right. Okay, thank you very much. We have a lot of grounds to cover today.
Okay.
So let's go into, because in the last couple of weeks, we've had various couples here. And I think the most recent one was Wole Arole was talking about dating. And I was trying to, ask him questions about young people dating and how it was for you before you got married. A lot of people want to do a lot of things that they tell us not to do as couples. Tell us about your own experience while you're dating. Was it before you eventually got married? What were the rules you had as a Christian or as a person that helped you to make a decision or finally situated your marriage to where it is today?
Okay. You were not the first person I dated.
Right.
I dated quite a number before you.
Right.
And I behaved like every young man at that time. The intention, part of dating was touching, all the touching, and going all the way. And I went all the way with quite a number. But by the time I met you, I was lucky I interacted with your mom. By the way, Morayo had the most fantastic mother in the world. So in the course of the interaction with Morayo's mom called me privately and pleaded with me that do not have sex with your girlfriend until you get married. I'm not trying to protect her, but I'm just trying to honor God. That if you are able to do that, when you get married, there are certain demands you'll be able to place on God because you have obeyed that rule, no to premarital sex, that a lot of people who didn't obey won't be able to make. So it was on that basis, and I just decided that, okay, if truly God is going to do something, because we did not have sex before marriage, well, let me just take a chance. Not as if I've never had sex before. It's not such a big deal. So I just decided to hold on, and I held on, and we did not have sex till we got married. And as God will have it, we got married on the 19th of January, 2011, without premarital sex. We had our first child by the 18th of January, 2012. So there was no moment of waiting.
So, in your own situation, would you call it love at first sight, or you grew into love? Because a lot of people believe in that first sight of love. What was your story like?
That's a long conversation. And you are going to allow me to take it bit by bit. You see, the concept of love at first sight, usually a lot of times, it is an infatuation. And that love at first sight does not guarantee success in marriage or success in anything. You just saw each other like Titanic, Rose and Jack, and everything is just moving so fast. You're so excited, your heart is racing every time, your heart is skipping, butterflies in your belly. But the truth is, a lot of times it's an infatuation. And you can't build anything strong and lasting on infatuation. Because when it fades, the reality, and I've been in such relationships in the past, which was based on infatuation. And at the end of the day, everything broke down like a pack of cards.
So what was it with you and your wife?
Hold on. Just hold on. So but with Morayo, I had my standards. I knew I couldn't marry a woman that was not gorgeous. So immediately I saw Morayo, I knew she was gorgeous. And when I say gorgeous, I'm very specific about what I'm talking about. I want a pretty face, nice shoulders, flat tummy, hips, and everything. And secondly, I knew I couldn't marry someone who didn't have a first degree. That was important to me. She schooled abroad. She went to Rutgers University, which I personally considered a premium. We went to AU.
Emmanuel,
yes.
I think his wife, and Dr. Stephen Akitayo, they said that when they met each other, there was not love at first sight, that they grew into it. Okay. And people that find that difficult to understand. So I'm trying to ask you the same question that, okay, was that your situation, or would you say it was love in the beginning, or would you say you grew into it? Exactly how did it happen for you?
You know, if I just say I grew into it, that's the end of the story. There is nothing interesting in that. There is a background story about everything. You passed all my standards. That I already said.
So it was not love, it was just the ticking of the boxes.
It ticked all the boxes. First of all, wait, hold on. No, you know why I worry about this type of conversation? I don't want Mo to feel bad about it.
No, I'm not feeling bad. I'm the
probably
host.
She has always expected love at first sight all her life, and it looks as if this guy is not love at first sight, and she becomes worried. Don't be worried about that. The truth of the matter is, I grew into it. And over the years, I just realized that God blessed me with a wonderful woman. So let's put it that way.
Okay. Let's talk about marriage, because a lot of people struggle with marriage, especially today. A lot of men are seemingly not able to pull up their weight in marriages. Their wives are doing a lot. And sometimes men feel maybe they feel emasculated sometimes when they feel they're not able to pull their weight. What advice would you give to men who are in that situation, how they can even hold their head up high in their marriage, despite even considering when we met how difficult things were in the beginning, and then how we were able to pull through to the point where we are in today?
You see, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine recently, and she was worried about the concept of what are you bringing to the table? The essence of marriage, really, is not really about what you're bringing to the table. If you continue to ask that question from the materialistic point of view, no marriage is going to work. There are things you bring to the table that people cannot see visibly. Invisible. Your personality, your spirituality, your foresight, a lot of things.
Yes.
So young people going into marriage, first of all, I will advise any man or woman, marry a man with values, marry a woman with values. Because if you have values, you realize that Rome was not built in a day. And you will understand the proverb that Beni Sheri, Kolo la she mari, Tori Beni Babala Oshin Dafa Ororun. No condition is permanent. Do you understand? At the time I got into marriage, I was at the lowest ebb of my life. I used to be before then, I was the chief operating officer of Flint Petroleum. I lost my job. All the money I saved, I put it into all sorts of investment, invested in all sorts of schemes. I lost everything. I was down and out. I was completely, in quote, finished. But I come from a very solid family. When I say solid, my parents are hands-on, fully involved in the matters of their children's lives. Now, I will have to do a quick breakdown of the kind of father I had. My father in my university days was so involved that my lecturers at the university would go and be seeing him behind, showing him my results, telling him about my performance like a kindergarten student. That was how involved my father was. Are you with me? So when we got married, the question my father asked me was that, is this woman from a decent family, a reasonable family? They already ticked that box. My father called Chief Oleola Nipekun. That was the only person he knew who knew Morayo's family. And my father asked him, say, Wole, how are they in their family? And Chief Oleola Nipekun told him that it's a very good family. Then by the time my father met Morayo's mom, my father knew it was actually a good family. Okay. Morayo's mom, I repeat, right. Fantastic woman. So on that basis, my father decided to support me in the marriage. He encouraged me to go ahead with the marriage. Right. And we went into it. All the bills I was supposed to foot myself, especially with regards to house rent and the paying of my children's school fees, my father footed a lot of those bills personally. Morayo was working, she was in high TV, big girl and all that. But because I had a solid backing from my family and Morayo's mom was cooperative, right. Okay. We didn't have a problem right. in marriage until I found my feet back, I picked up, and things started getting better and better and better.
So there's a concern lots of people have. A lot of women, many of us, we get better. We learn. We go out, we go for conferences, we equip ourselves with knowledge. We come back home to tell the husbands that, okay, this is what I've learned, so this is how it's done. And half of them don't listen. It's women that we always try to learn new things and do, we want to go away from how we were raised. But how come men find it difficult to learn or to unlearn the old practices of their fathers and, pick new choices like the Lanre Olusholas, the Fela Drotoyes, the men who are exposed? Our men are very African in thinking. They don't want to renew their mind. Their practices are very, very archaic. What would you say to that?
You see, in the society where we live in, you have to be careful in the kind of things you just allow to come into your life, into your family. For me, when you're talking about things like that, I'm a bit open. When you say you have new learning, new information, wait. When you say you have new information, I allow you to bring it in. I test it. I look at it. And if it is not achieving results, I cancel it immediately.
For example?
Okay, for example, you tell me an example of what you brought that you told me about that I did not oblige you.
How to raise the kids, the parenting.
How? Okay, what did you tell me that?
The conversation is, you have a conversation with the kids. You talk to them. You don't just spank. Yeah, spanking is lazy parenting. We've been taught that spanking is lazy parenting. You have to talk to children, continually engage them, and get them to the point where they're able to tell you what's going on in their mind. But you always insist on the spanking.
You see, that's how you have portrayed it to them. It's not totally true. Now, you see children, especially at a young age, maybe from age 1 to 5, you focus on them. I don't just spank like a crazy person. You must have done something wrong, clearly wrong, before I spank you. And you always know the reason why I'm spanking you. My father was a spanker. And in his spanking, he raised me. He raised my 2 younger sisters. He raised my younger brother, who are doing exceedingly well in career, exceedingly well in marriage, exceedingly well in parenting. Now, if that formula worked for my dad, what has changed? Why can't it work for me? Now, at the same time, I don't go extreme. I listen to you. Okay, Morayo has a point here. I give you an opportunity. Talk to them. If they don't comply, then I go back to my old ways. Spanky didn't fail my dad, so he can't fail me.
Okay, so in parenting, and I'm moving into parenting now, because I understand that spanking, yeah, because we all spanked, right? Although my own mother didn't spank me like that. Me, in my house, there was all the conversation happening in my house. Although my dad spanked my elder brothers. But the point is, we've been taught that, especially even Morenike was here recently, and telling us how we have to help the children to build their self-esteem. So maybe it's not spanking. Maybe it's shouting. Maybe it is yelling.
Okay.
So those are things that we need to also talk about. Like fathers think, once I yell,
okay,
that's it. And we've been told that yelling can also subdue their confidence. So what do you say to that?
Okay. Yoruba say, if you ask any of my children, any of them, they will tell you that their number one motivator in life is me. Do you know what it means? When you take your daughter and you compose a song for her and you are singing to her that who is smarter than my daughter, Wuraulao? There is no one smarter than my daughter, Wuraulao. Do you understand? That's what I sing for them. So the first thing they are coming to tell me, Daddy, this is how well I'm doing. They are so excited about it. My kids' confidence is on another level. Recently, Elizabeth came to me and told me that one of her friends was chinning her. When I say chinning, a friend who just suddenly stops talking to you. And I told her, Elizabeth, what do you do when somebody is chinning you? Ignore and leave them alone. That's all. And after some while, the person came out and she came to tell me, Daddy, she has come back. Oh. Now that she has come back, embrace her, be friends with her, but always be rooted. Know who you are. Be confident in yourself. Now, because I spank them does not diminish them. My spanking has helped to correct their shortcoming, and my encouragement has boosted their self-esteem. So how is that affecting anybody negatively?
Okay. I'm going to go on a very short break. I'll allow you to stay with us. We'll be right back.
Baby mi jọ̀wọ́ jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Olómi jọ̀wọ́ jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Aya tó mọ́kọ rẹ̀ ló ṣe kẹ́ ọkọ rẹ̀. Bẹ́lẹ̀ gan bá tán kó má ṣe gan. Baby mi jọ̀wọ́ jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Olómi jọ̀wọ́ jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Torí aya tó mọ́kọ ló ṣe kẹ́ ọkọ rẹ̀. Bẹ́lẹ̀ kan bá sọ kó má ṣe gbà. Sọ̀rọ̀ bá mi pé olómi ó ní tèmi. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi olólùfẹ́. Ojúbọ ṣàlàdàní lọ́lá Olúwa kò sóhun tó yà. Mo ráhùn tuntun, mo rẹ́ni kejì. Gírígírí ló ń ṣe mí, like butterflies in the bed. Koríkòsùn kò jẹ́ kó mú, ẹ bá bá mi yọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìfẹ́ láyé bí àdánwò ni. Irú ọmọ tí mo fẹ́, ó bẹ lára rẹ̀. Pè mí lórúkọ mi, ó bá ẹlẹ́wà mu. Sórí mo fẹ́ bá ẹ darúgbó, mo fẹ́ bá ẹ tẹ̀lé. Ìwọ ni ni mo fẹ́ máa jírí lójoojúmọ́ adé mi.
Welcome back. So we're still here with our guest. I was going to go into career. You've seen it. It was supposed to be a surprise, but they were different plenty. So we're going to go into career because back in the day, you waxed an album, you and your brother. That's your brother right there. And a lot of young people are in the shoes we wear back then. They also want to wax an album. They want to be seen. That's you right there. Right. So I wanted to, first of all, our guys want you to perform the song here. We'd like you to sing the song, if you don't mind. You want to? Okay, you don't want to? No. Okay. Fine. So the reason why I brought that up is that a lot of young people are in your shoes when you were there, what you're thinking. What advice would you give to young people, especially those who want to just be big and somehow the dreams seem quite alive, but unfortunately they've not been able to pull through? And you also had that problem. You were hoping to blow. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So could you encourage people out there?
You know, that's one of the most painful things that happened to me in life. Music was painful for me. It was pain. As I'm watching that video, it's bringing back memories that make me cry, memories that break me down completely. You see, as a little boy, maybe from age 5, 6, or 7, it was my plan, my ultimate plan, to be a musician, a singer. By the time I got into the university, I was lucky. I was born and raised in a good place, the Femi University. My father was a lecturer. My mom was a teacher. So no matter how distracted you may be, you will still pass very well. Passing was easy. It was the easiest thing to do to pass JAM, to get 5 A's in WAEC, blah, 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 and graduate. It was as easy as anything. But my dream was music from a young age. And with the kind of parents I had, I couldn't even voice out to them that I wanted to sing. My father already told me I was going to become a lawyer. And I will tell you why it was important for him. Morayo, please let me talk. No interruption. My grandfather was a semi-literate customary court judge in Ikere Ekiti. So at a point in time, maybe in the 50s or 60s, an edict came out that all semi-literates were to leave, that they weren't allowed. It was an impartial customary court judge, native court. It didn't require education, just knowledge of tradition, but he was asked to leave because he wasn't educated. So at that time, my father had already gone to the university to start studying English. So when my father now came home from the university, now told him that, look, when you have a son, your very first child, make sure he becomes the kind of judge that nobody can sack on account of education. And the only thing you could do to become that was to become a lawyer. So from before birth, my father knew once I was born, I was going to study law. So it was not negotiable for me. I had to get called to the bar.
Right.
And my father personally supervised my career. He spoke with Chief Wole Olanipekun one-on-one. In fact, when I was going to resume law practice, it was Chief Wole Olanipekun that personally came to carry me, took me to his house. I was living in his house, and I was working in his chambers. But my heart was in music. So immediately I do the production to make the music, and we put all into it. That album It's called Superior Man. It has about 11 tracks. Believe me, we were talented, extremely talented. I'm not going to deny it, or I'm not going to play it down. And we started pushing the music. Promotion here and there. We were in all the radio stations, television stations, music videos. And at the end of the day, after pushing it for 2 years, I was down and out. All my funds exhausted, and I did not make any headway. And I looked at my life. I wept bitterly. And shortly after, my brother got a job at KPMG. And the rules of KPMG does not even allow that kind of thing, because they are professional accountants and financial services providers. So my brother just came home to me and he told me, say, Brown, I think we have come to the end of the road. I'm going to resume tomorrow, and I'm not going to be with you in this music thing anymore. He gave me a hug, and he resumed at his new place of work. And that was the end. We were known as crude oil.
Why that name?
Now, at the time we were giving the name, it was in our house in Ife, in the university. Our friends were there. We were thinking of also, because we were focused on pop rock music. We knew pop very well. And you see, that's part of I'm going to go into why I think we failed. We were purists when it comes to pop music and rock music. We were pure. We couldn't adulterate with Afrobeat or anything. The only thing we knew when we were growing up were the Linkin Parks, the Michael Boltons, the Rod Stewarts, the Bryan Adams, and all that. That was all we knew, and that was all we could produce. So when we were choosing the name, we were looking for the weirdest of names. At that time, all them Linkin Park, they had funny names, Rasmus, all sorts of funny names. So we were looking for a bit weird name. And they came up with all sorts of suggestions. I didn't take it. But when I heard crude oil, I was like, okay, crude oil is good. Nigerians are familiar with it. And then it is a wealthy place. Right. It's also wealth. So we chose crude oil.
Thank you.
So it was on that basis that we chose crude oil.
Right. Thank you very much. I'll have to wrap on that because there's a lot more to ask.
You see, the music thing, you need, when you're talking about the younger people, you see, they need to hear this.
Okay.
Music is very dangerous to go into. Over 2 million people, 2 million young people go into music every year. And maybe only one succeeds. And you see, the ones that succeed, when they succeed, they don't leave next year. They don't live in 2 years' time. They don't live in 3 years' time. You know how long Davido has been topping the charts? You know how long Wizkid has been topping the charts? They are not giving room for any new person to come in like that. So if you put all your eggs into music, most likely the end of it will be perdition. Be very careful. I was lucky because I was educated. I had something to fall back to. My brother had something to fall back onto. He's an accountant, chartered accountant, very well educated. And that's what he does. He still does music, even in Canada today. He still works with KPMG, I think, but he still does music. We produce privately. We enjoy our music. Right. Now, if we get a chance to sing it in church, we sing it. We are good. Okay. Do you understand?
Right. Thank you. Let's go back to marriage, because that's what people like to hear about. So the issues of, I think it was Chema that was talking about, if her mother-in-law comes to stay in their house and does some things, maybe they break some rules. She has bought markets. I wanted you to share your thoughts on the decision, because you as a husband, you brought your mom and your grandmother to live in your house. And that was a very necessary move because of the realities at the time. But a lot of people will hear that and wonder, what kind of man is that? How can you bring? But you made it work and we made it work. How did that happen?
First of all, before my mom came to live with us, you knew her. You knew my grandmother. You see, when you look down on people, when you think they're beneath you, you find it easy just to treat them anyhow. But if that's your mother-in-law that is coming into your house, you know she has 2-3 houses somewhere else. You know she has money, you know she's wealthy. The way you're going to treat her will be different. Do you understand? As at the time my mom came to live in my house, they had their own house, a big house in Ife, and another one in Ikere Ekiti, where we are from. But my mother had never lived alone before in her life. She had always been under my father's leadership. But my father passed, and she couldn't stay in the house alone. She was petrified. So on account of that, she came to stay with me for succor, for protection, and for assurance. Do you understand? Morayo knew that. So Morayo respected her. And besides, I repeat again, Morayo's mom was an extraordinary woman. And you need, Morayo, please, you won't interrupt me. You need to let me. You will need to let me celebrate your mom. Morayo's mom is a topic on its own. And she's a mother-in-law that if people studied her, the way they're going to be relating with their in-laws, the way they're going to be relating with other people in life will change drastically, because she took it to another level. Kindness, humility, she took it to another level. So by the time they came into our house, my mom and my grandmother, because my grandmother too, she came into our house when I was born to come and be nanny for me. So my grandmother came to be my nanny, was nanny to all my siblings, was nanny to their children, and partially nanny to my... So our family, we are close-knit, we are indivisible. In fact, our kind of bonding, I'll call it electrovalent. It cannot be split. We are too close, extremely close. We do everything together. We go through everything together. So by the time they came into my house, and besides, my mom is a pleasant woman. Very humble, very meek. In fact, at the time my dad passed, everybody was worried about her if she was going to leave, because they thought she was going to die shortly after. So Morayo had already interacted with her. Morayo's mom had already interacted with us. Now, let me shock you. When
you've shared this story before now.
Yes, I've shared it, but I've not shared it. I've not shared it with this audience, and I've not shared it with the public. I shared it when we were opening this place. It's about Morayo's mom. When I brought my parents to Bagada to come and meet Morayo's mom, the way Morayo's mom received us, when we entered the house with my dad and my mom, Morayo's mom went on her knees to receive my parents. And my father, being a very clever Ekiti man, you cannot defeat him in the game of humility. He's a master himself. Immediately, he too prostrated. And my mom too knelt down. So it became 2-1. We defeated Morayo's mom. Do you understand? They became friends. At that meeting, it was a pleasant meeting. When we were leaving, my father told me something in our Ikere Ekiti dialect. He said, it means you don't drop the bags and baggage of your in-laws halfway to destination. You help them take it to where they are going to. I know what it means in Ikere language. It's very deep. There is no room for me to treat Morayo anyhow or my in-laws. It is not possible. And I told you, my father was someone I desperately revered. I honored him. I was virtually worshiping him. Now, when my dad died, the second part of it, after the funeral, all of us left Ikere Ekiti. But our tradition demanded that my mom would stay indoors for 40 days and 40 nights. There was nobody willing to stay with my mom. I was busy. I had responsibilities to meet in Lagos. All of a sudden, Morayo's mom just came with a big trunk box. And I was like, Kilefi, trunk box, what are you doing with the trunk box? She said she prepared, she knew ahead that we were going to face that situation. And she brought her things, all her personal effects, everything she was going to need for the 40 days. And she stayed with my mom. Here it's very well. Stop, don't clap yet. My mom's pain was enormous. The whole of Ikere Ekiti was scared for her. The whole of the Obafemi Awolowo University was scared because of her pain. Now, they were both sleeping on my parents' matrimonial bed. One, they weren't living in separate rooms. And every night, my mom would go out to my father's grave to groan, to weep deeply, to speak things unspeakable. Every moment, Morayo's mom was with her like an ADC. After she's done, she follows her, she takes her back to the bed every day for 40 days and 40 nights. They left Ikere Ekiti together. Now, after that happened, my grandmother, my siblings, we made up our mind that Morayo has been adopted into the family spiritually as well. I said spiritually as well. So every form of spiritual arsenal that we use in my father's house, we make available to her. Every form of protection, we make available to her.
Jesus protection.
So
Just to
I agree with you. So that's the role, that's the position. Morayo's mom had already paved the way for Morayo's marriage.
Point
so,
taken. Thank you very much.
I don't really like it.
Okay. Now let's talk about you and I. And I can ask you a question. Do you think your wife is happy in your marriage?
Morayo, you use your mouth to say that one.
I'm the one asking the question.
In my own opinion,
yes.
I think you are happy. I think you are the happiest woman in the world. In my own opinion. Because the truth of the matter is, I look at your life.
Do you feel like there's some shortcomings?
I look at your life. And the truth is, I envy your beautiful life. I envy you. I wish I could be as beautiful as you are. I wish I could have a husband that would love me like this. I wish I could be the host of the Morayo Show. You have a lot of things that I envy you. So I think you're in a happy place. That's what I think.
Great. But if you ask your wife that question, maybe there'll be some things you feel like,
okay, that's why I said, No, so you say yourself.
So when you invite your wife to a show, then you can ask that question. Right now, you're on my show. So I'm the one asking the questions. But let's talk about romance. Because a lot of women, we always have that, like, men are not romantic, or my husband is not romantic. And a lot of women like to feel soft. Sometimes you want to be cared for. Like a lot of African and Nigerian men just feel as if, I beg. But we like to be softened up. Why do Nigerian men like you sometimes find it difficult to soften up to their wives, buy gifts, take them out to dinner, fly them to Paris for breakfast? You don't like those kind of things. You don't even think about it. How come?
Now, you see, for me, when I say I love someone, it's beyond romance. I agree with you. There is a way you want to be loved, and I'm going to work with you to love you the way you want to be loved. I agree. But when I say I love someone, I don't do half measures. You see my love in the support, in the push, in the encouragement that I give you, in the kind of wishes I wish you. And the people we love the most. Do you know? A lot of people will think they are our benefactors, the people who give us money. Have you been in a situation where somebody gives you a lot of money, but 3 days after, when you are praying, you don't remember the person in your prayer? Do you know that? People who have shown you real kindness, but when you are praying, you don't remember them in your prayer. Who do you remember in your prayer? You remember your children. I remember you the way I remember my children. Do you understand? That is the height of love. The people you pray for from within your heart, not your benefactors, not people who have given you a contract. You forget them. So,
but love, I hear that. I get that. You see, but sometimes they say something they call I don't think they say that's a clinical of love. Love language. Have you ever thought of understanding your wife's love language? The kind of thing, because in your own mind, you're loving her because you are praying for her, you are doing everything. But her own understanding of love might not be that. So have you ever tried to, okay, what is this love language? What exactly do you want? What do you define as love? Have you ever asked your wife that before?
Did I already answer that question?
No.
That was the first thing I said. I said to love you in your own way. I am willing to work with you, to love you in your own. That was the first question I answered, even before you asked it.
So part of loving me my own way, so just asking a question, have you ever, it's our anniversary today now. All the years we've done our anniversary, have you ever bought your wife a gift? All the Valentine, have you ever bought a wife a gift? I know last year you tried. Last year, but I mean, so is it after how many years? When do you want to start learning how to love her the way she wants to love? Just in case. Which year?
You know that type of love. It's not supposed to be reciprocal.
Eh?
It's,
I
it's
did
supposed
it.
to be reciprocal.
Uncle, I did this many years. You taught me not to do it again. Because
It's
remember when we did it then?
Where did
Where
you-
we bought gifts, tried to
Which one did
surprise
you
you.
do? Me?
Yes. We bought you cargo shorts. We got you.
What
That you let me not say it on national television. You taught me then. So that's why we stopped doing it. But anyway, but it's interesting.
I told Morayo that look, anything I want to buy for you, anything you think you want, I'm not into surprises. I don't do surprises. Hold my hand. Let us go to the store where it is. Point at it. Let me pay. You pick, and we go. First of all, I won't go and be bringing cakes to the house because it's sugar. Because sugar is very bad for me. It's very bad for the children. I discourage the children. I tell them every time, don't take soda. Don't take Coke. Don't take this. Now, we now bring a whole mound of cake to the house, and we are going to be licking our fingers and getting sick because of sugar.
All right.
So I've made it clear to you. Take me to where you want. I make payment, and you pick whatever you want to pick, and we go.
All right. I'm going to come. Please give him a round of applause.
Morayo.
So let me wait.
Morayo, don't tell them to give me a round of because it looks as if they are displeased. They are not happy. They are not happy about it.
I'm going to take
They are not
a
happy.
few questions from the audience. Where's the microphone? Please. Yeah, Choma has a question.
All right.
Wait. Choma, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Choma. The first question I want to ask you, Morayo said something concerning the issue of I said we bought market. So now to ask you back the question.
Yeah.
Imagine coming home and there's a mother-in-law, or you met your kids, your mother-in-law cut off her hair or do something she does not like.
Yeah.
How will you feel? How will you react?
If it's my mother-in-law, Morayo's mom, I'm speaking for Morayo's mom now. I don't have any other mother-in-law. So I'm going to base my evaluation on Morayo's mom. If she scrapes the hair completely, make it bald like mine, I'll go and meet her and mommy, what happened? Politely, humbly. Mommy, what happened? And I'm sure she will give me a strong, valid explanation. And if she gives me, I will walk away. And I will tell you something. You see, there are certain people in our lives that no matter the situation, we don't have a right to flare up for. Our parents-in-law, and for the children, they are teachers in school as well. We have no right to flare up or to insult them or to be rude to them. If you are hurt by their actions, you take it calmly, even if it means you weep privately. You take it calmly and you try to rectify the situation. So if that happens with my mother-in-law, and I'm just going to tell her, I say, Mommy, me like in quotation, I don't like what you did. I don't want my daughters here to be like this. And that is what ends it. I can't go further. I don't have the power to go further than that. I just cannot. Do you understand? Choma, you've been consistent on this show, and I really appreciate you. But don't think I'm imposing anything on you. But please try to take that advice from a brother to a sister.
Thank you. Another question. I want first timers. Okay. Felicia. We are the first timers. Do you want to say anything first? If not, then go ahead, Felicia.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary once more.
Thank you.
So my question is, you're an African man.
Yes.
So
to the core.
yeah, to the core. So being an African man married to a modern woman,
yes.
How do you guys cope with that African man stuff? Like on how you want her to dress, the way she serves you, stuff like that, you know? She's a modern woman, a model, and a beautiful lady.
Beautiful question. Beautiful question. You see, as African as I am, there are still some parts of the African ways that I have not absorbed. Now, I will tell you, my father was an African man. But every time he got home, he got back from work, he got to the house, and there was no food. He doesn't hold my mother to work. He will just go and look for gari and water, put sugar, and ask for dry fish. And he will be eating the dry fish and the gari, and he will be gisting with my mother. And that ends it. And when the food is ready, my mother will call him, food is ready, come and eat. we are not born for food alone. First of all, food is exaggerated. It is not that important. And I will tell you, food is just protein, carbohydrates, and fat. And you can get it from any source. It doesn't have to come in perfectly pounded yam, egusi, and no. In Kola the end, kagbado to die now. You get? So food is not that important. And with regards to the dressing, initially at the time we were dating, we had a face-off. A real military face-off. We were going for an event, and she wore this dress that has one shoulder that will just go like this, one hand like that. We weren't married yet. But you see, from that point, I defined what I could take and what I couldn't take. And I sparked. I raked from here to the high heavens. And it was so serious that she went to meet her mother that, look, oh, this man seems to be a crazy man. Why would he complain so much about this dressing and flaring up like that? And the mother called her aside, said, my dear sister, he has told you what he wants concerning your dressing. You listen to him. If that man is going to be your husband, comply with his way of dressing. And Morayo has complied ever since.
Okay.
I've never had any issues.
But the problem with that, when we're in our early marriage too, my husband would say something like, oh, I don't like all this perm hair, all this relaxed hair, all this wig. No, I like a natural hair. I mean, to foolish me, I was doing natural hair. Then he'll be watching television and he'll be talking about you drooling over Kim Kardashian. Oh, girl, you're fine. So beautiful. You like Kim Kardashian. And yeah, they're telling me to look like an African woman. There is no correlation. Listen, my brain told myself, you better go and buy a wig. Because the way this one is drooling over, and I had to. So sometimes the problem we have as women is that you like one thing, but you pretend you don't like it. As a man of God or men, you're like, yeah, I just like it the way you have story. But you're admiring. Sometimes I say, so why is that?
You see, from what you said, you just reminded me something I was going to tell you. When Omotala was here, you announced that I had a crush on her. It's a lie.
You told me
I do not have any crush on anybody. Please. No crush on anybody.
Eh?
No crush on any. The only person I will admit I have a crush on is Kim Kardashian, that she said. I totally agree with that. I have a crush on Kim Kardashian. Yes, no biggie about that. But you see, concerning the hair, I said it. That was when my sisters were younger. You know this, your type of hair, the one on your head. Natural hair, what do they call it? Didi. This one that goes like that. You see, my sisters are fair. So when they do the hair, the black goes around and you now see white lines of fair skin. I considered it the most beautiful thing in the world. And I actually wanted to see that on my wife. So I tried to push it, but when it wasn't getting pushed, I abandoned it. Now you have whatever you want. You know, it's not everything you desire that you're going to get. So, and you insisted, and I left you alone.
I think we're wrapping up now because time has gone.
People have questions.
Oh, we have more questions. Where's the mic? Okay, we have the first time and I want let me give the lady in green first.
Okay, my name is Morayo Show. So, Mr. Brown, looking at you, your look speaks romance, but
Sorry? Your look speaks romance.
Your look speaks romance, but you're an African man to the core,
Yeah.
and I get you. So, on behalf of Morayo, I guess she's trying to tell you that, yes, you love her, she knows, but I mean, speak it, act it. And I agree with you telling her now on the show that you are going to,
Work towards
comply to what she's saying. So, sometimes when the side gives and gives and gives and you don't get back, you feel relented and then you stop at it. So please, I'm begging you, because this is my first time here. And okay, on behalf of everybody, please speak the love language she understands. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On this side, where is the mic on this side? We have to move the mic to this side. There are people. Mr. Dan, what you go ahead.
Good morning, everybody.
Go ahead. We can
Good
hear.
morning, everybody. I want to ask, in your time and schedule, your music career and everything, when do you have time for your
My music career ended as far back as maybe 2009 or
Okay.
2000. I did it in my younger years.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So what's the
After
question?
just a few years, I think between 25 and 29, I was done with it.
Okay.
I
Alright.
was done with
Okay.
it.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Our last question, because I need to go online now. Yes.
Good morning. My name is Funke. This question is very critical, and we've not been saying it, and it's very important. I want to say I really admire both of you, but this question is: when the chips was down at any time, what happened? How were you able to navigate through the time when there was no money, and you scaled through? Or let me say, when the money was actually more on our side or your side, because I wasn't there, so I don't know how the money. But I feel there was a time that the chips were down totally.
Right.
How were you able to navigate and nobody knew what happened?
Like I said, my dad was very involved. In fact, when I was completely down, he was giving me monthly salary. And when I wanted to start a business, he gave me seed money with the expectation of not even getting anything in return. Even if the business failed, he was willing to, when somebody is in the university and the man is looking after him like a kindergarten kid, that was how my father was. So my dad was heavily involved. Morayo too cooperated, and we were fine.
Let me try to answer that question also. I think for me, during that time, first of all, the kind of man he is, he's a man of, he has presence. He's a very confident man in himself. There was not once he felt below me. He was always in charge of the house. So even when I go to work and I come back, I still know who is in charge of my house. And he was always respectful of me. So that time in the early days, there was never once he felt lesser than me at all. So he was in charge. He will pray for me if I go to work. He will make sure he lays his hands. As I come back, he asks me questions. How was your day? What happened? Like, he was involved. So even you as a wife, you wouldn't want to speak to him anyhow, because he's also still taking that role as a man. So it took a while, but eventually God opened doors for him and his business began to boom. But then in the early days, it was tough. It wasn't easy because there were times where we had, trust me, there were fights. Stupid things like, I buy mango, I came back home, that's finished. I didn't finish, and I'm upset. But when I replied to my mom said, "Hey, buy another mango now." What is it? They say, "He finished it. Hey, buy another mango now." What is it? Please, so sometimes you just have to use wisdom. And look, when it's a phase, these two shall pass. That's how we survive that phase. Okay, we need to wrap it up because I think time is fast spent. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Brown, for coming on our show. Did you learn a few things from here? Yeah, so, because, and this is the first of many series. We're going to be having lots more, not just about us. This one is about us, but with other things about life issues, hot topics, things going on in the country, in the world. He's loaded. He has information. That's why I call him the MVP. He has content. So we'll be using him a lot to give us material. But thank you for coming to our show today. We appreciate you. But I know during our rehearsal days, you came on our show and we made you declare. So usually our culture is not to let you declare twice, but because you are the husband of the host, you can't come and not declare. I can demand that you must declare. So you must declare. So therefore,
before we go into the issue of declaration,
I can't hear you.
Before we go into declaration,
Okay.
on a final note,
Yeah.
concerning marriages, see your marriage like a football team. The aim of the competition or the tournament is not for the keeper to be happy with the striker. The aim is to win the match. Do you understand? You as a family, as a team, your aim is to win in life. If they give the keeper a red card, it will affect the team. If they give a striker a red card, it will affect the team. So that is why mommy cannot just suddenly leave the family. Daddy cannot suddenly leave the family. You stay together till you win the tournament. That's it. Now, on the issue of declaration, during the test, I was the first person to ever declare here. And I already made up my mind that no matter how many times I come here, I will still declare. Your show, Morayo Show, is my show. It's my business. I'm a stakeholder. So what I give to you, I kind of give to myself. So I will declare.
Before you declare, I think we have a game online. We're asking them to tell how many years of anniversary. Do we have a winner? Oh, good. 2 winners were able to predict. So, do you guys know how many years we're celebrating today? Yes. 14, okay. 14 years. 14 years. 11 years. And, all right. Don't worry. So, don't worry. You're not winning anything. Don't worry. They will declare. It's the guys online. So, I have Adebimpe and Oyedino. They predicted correctly 15 years.
But
So
Kelly Hanson, you got it right.
Who's Kelly Hanson?
What exactly did you calculate?
How did you know his name?
I watched the show.
Oh.
Sorry?
My daughter's age.
Did I mention my daughter's age here?
Nice.
Well
You're
done.
listening. Okay, so Mr. Brown, what are you declaring? How much?
I am declaring a token of 200,000.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
My
Kò ní
pleasure.
tán bẹ́ẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmì o, lórúkọ Jésù. Àmì o, àmì o.
So help us pick 20 cards for do scatter now. You can't just pick 18. So we're taking 2 from online. So you're picking 18 cards. Then no, you call and give to me now.
Okay.
Ah.
Number 2.
Number 2. Who's number 2? Okay, come forward. Come. Our first timer. You are looking as if you're not interested in this money. Please come over here. Okay. 18.
54.
54. 54. Okay, move down there. Okay.
32.
Number 32. 32. Sitting next to each other.
63.
63. There's a cake. You people, producers,
36.
36. 36. Who is
36?
36. Are you sure? Alaja, are you sure? 36.
Alaja Fakanye, your last.
Yeah.
14.
Number 14. Hey, 14. No, wait. 14. There can't be 2 of you now. And you're not 14. She's 14. 14.
24.
24. Mr. Dan.
58.
58. 58.
40.
40. One more.
39.
39.
One more, right?
He's 10.
Are we done?
We have 8 more. 8 more.
48.
48. Wow, that first timer. Nice.
51.
51. 51, okay.
44.
44. 9.
9.
It's 9. It's 9. It's 9.
It's 9.
It's 9.
38.
38. 3 more. 3 more. 3 more.
6.
6.
49.
49.
65.
And 65. Thank you.
Are we
And the
done?
remaining 2 will go online. The remaining 2 will go online. Thank you. Let's go and celebrate them. So thank you for the cake. I need to verify. Where is this cake from? It's not from Mr. Brown. From the production. I know now because Mr. Brown. I know Mr. Brown.
Oh my God. sọ pé a ò rí rí Brown a ò gbọ́ irú yíyọ sí débà àkàwé ìṣàwọ̀ ẹ̀ka fíò.
Thank you. That's our show today. Don't forget to click on the like button and please share, subscribe. We want to hit 100,000 by the end of this season. So please share and subscribe. And thanks again to Denga at Speed for giving me my jewelry and Sweet Sensation for our food. See you again on Monday. Bye for now.
Oya, malo malo jọ̀wọ́ sọ́lá, malo malo jọ̀wọ́ lọ́lá, malo malo jọ̀wọ́ fúyú, jọ̀wọ́ fúyú, malo malo jọ̀wọ́ sọ́lá, malo malo jọ̀wọ́ lọ́lá. Jọ̀wọ́ baby, jọ̀wọ́ my love. As I was walking round, as I was looking out, looking for where to party at, my baby said to me, èmi kò wálé lọ́jọ́, lágbo àwo òrìjọ́, ọmọge àkúrẹ́, sisi àkọ́gbẹ́kọ̀rẹ́. Baby, I got no time to waste, I'm always on the pathway. You know that, you know what, day tó wá ń ṣeré, eré pàtì pọ̀ jù ẹ́.